Oh, sorry about that, boys. I don't know what happened there. No idea. Back to Romford. Going back to Romford. Boom, 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 boom. How are we, lads? How are we? How are we? How are we? How are we? How's things? Hello? Is everything working? You watching the final? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will be, mate. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. How we doing TikTok? How we doing? How we doing YouTube? How we doing Twitch? I can't see any of the chats, by the way. I have no idea what's going on. I've got no idea what's going on here. How we doing, boys? How we doing? How we doing? Yeah, my Twitch chat, my YouTube chat, and my Kick chat just aren't coming up. I don't know what's gone on here. There we are. We're back now. Yeah, we're back. We're back. I think. How we doing, career mode? Ah, right. Got you. Got you. Got you. Yeah. Yeah, I usually get a message saying like Surrey bots connected and stuff like that, but I never got it, so I wasn't too sure if that was a. I don't know what happened. I was just about to show Meld Surrey bot slacking. Yeah, like I say, I've got no idea. Um, I've got no idea what happened there. Hey, thank you very much for the follow there, mate. Appreciate that. How's Madden been? Madden's been very good, mate. Madden's been very good. Big fan. Lewis, thank you very much for the likes on the live, mate. You got Beal yesterday. Go on. Reaper, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we? How are we? Yeah, I'm enjoying Madden, mate. I've spent 1.4 million coins on a new team. Cause you're scaring me, and I don't like where we're going. You think he's the best right wing? He could be, mate. He could be. How are we doing, Reaper? How are we? Cause you change. Who's the best right wing? Oh, what? Someone on TikTok saying that it's Gareth Beale. The way you kiss me. Just got the away kit for your birthday. Go on, lad. I'm waiting for the third kit for Sunderland. It looks like a black on black kit. Thought he was left wing. I don't know. He might be able to play right wing, mate. Not a clue. Hey, Harry, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we? Hey, Oliver, how we doing, lad? How are we? I have a lot of packs here, boys. I've never been afraid of the highest heights. Hey, thank you very much for the follow there, Goated, mate. How are we? How are we, Hazza? Yeah, mate, the amount of money that these kits cost now, man, is mental. Freddie, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we? Can you do a campaign mix? I will be in time, mate. Yes, I will be in time. I'm doing icons at the minute. Charlie, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we, sir? How are we? Some predictions for today. I would say Liverpool win 3 or 4-0. 3 or 4-0. Right. I'm not going to hand those in. Yeah, Tommy, yeah. I have no idea what happened, but... You can't justify 500k. I mean, at the minute, mate, coins are free, aren't they, really, so... I was on about the Community Shield. Liverpool to beat Crystal Palace in the Community Shield, like 3 or 4-0. I don't know what our score will be. I'm not. I'll be honest with you, it's pre-season, isn't it? We played well yesterday. We beat Augsburg, which is obviously good. Nice strike from Diarra as well. Ba 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 ba. Baby, baby, baby. We are the prodigy. Yeah, just today I think we're going to be chilling out on some packs and some picks. You got Beckenbauer. Go on, lad. Great pull, that. Oh, icon. Oh, dark tunnel. Turn the lights back on. Ba 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 ba. We'll skip that. Wah, 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 wah. Come on. There's a severe lack of footies here. A severe lack. Duplicate R9. Some people have all the luck, chat. Some people have all the luck. Come on. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Haaland. I remember when he was really expensive. Come on. Footies are hard to park, yeah. I've seen a lot of people say that they're getting some really good stuff though, so I don't know. Vinny. Come on. Gold cards in August. Oh. Yeah, I've got no idea what happened earlier with the stream, which just crashed. No clue. That'd be Vinny again. Miracle, miracle. Come on, man. What I say. Frank Rijkaard, wow. Come on. Hey. Song's pretty fitting, isn't it? I need a miracle. Fuck me. Come on. Let me tell me you know I need a miracle. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. It's more than physical. Right. It's more than physical, what I need to feel for you. Riley, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we, sir? How are we? I go back to Rome. Are we back up? We are, Bailey, mate. Yeah, we are. I'll be honest, mate. I've got no idea what happened. No clue. We was just about to talk about a new streaming software I've been using, and then the stream crashed. Marky, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we, sir? Yeah. Nothing to do with the streaming software at all. I've got no idea what happened, but... Yeah, it's just a simple streaming like software called Meld. Every time I go live on Twitch, I always tag them in a tweet. You haven't packed one Footies card yet? Yeah, that's a bit long, that, mate. Sorry to hear that. Never worry. We had the community manager from Meldon here the other day. Quite nice, really. Because obviously a lot of people use OBS, but... It's going to be the third and final one of 4 95 plus. We get Garincha. Is that any good or no? Of course, John Cena follows them. Yeah. They've got a nice little clipping feature as well, where you just press the button and it clips it. Takes literally a second. Nice, he's class, dub. Hey, thank you very much for the follow there, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, fair. 500,000? Oh, we're going to get them on Twitter, aren't we? Warrior reaction and all that. Hey, Kylian Mbappe fan, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we? We might have pissed them off, chat. Your team is crazy. Yeah, it's an RTG, mate. We don't actually spend any money, so. La la la. And we don't even care about what they say, cause it's yeah. Yeah, Masuaku's an excellent signing, mate. I'm excited by that one. Because Ronaldo will just play centre-back, right? Ronaldo, our other player that we signed for left back, will just play centre back next to Dan Bollard. Packed all of them. Yeah, we've got quite a lot, mate, yeah. So, all we ever do is go, oh, yeah. Yeah, this is what I was saying the other day, right? And I was being told that I didn't know anything about football, which is a bit mental, but apparently we haven't made enough signings. Now, I don't know how that works, but I really don't know how that works. Because I'd say we've had a better window than like 90% of the Premier League. All teams involved, mate. Like, we've had a great window. Yeah, we spent 150 million quid, mate, yeah. Obviously, like, if like... Oh, I didn't mean to open that shit. We were linked with this guy, by the way. Loriente, whatever you see his name. But, hey, mate, welcome to YouTube. How are we? How are we, sir? Yeah, we spent a lot of money, mate. Like, but we've spent it on, like, on positions we need. And we haven't just, like, gone and just spent money on a player just because he's there, you know? Like, we haven't just bought, like, any random Tom, Dick and Harry. We've bought players for positions that we need. I saw that Newcastle got that centre-back yesterday. Apparently Jan Visser is going now. I saw like a report yesterday that Jan Visser's fucking turned down Liverpool. Don't know how true that is, but... So I don't want to be putting like false... He's really not good. Oh, right. Hey, thank you very much for the follow there, mate. Appreciate that. How'd you get that good fodder? Just by grinding the game, mate, to be honest. Because, like, we do RTGs every year. We don't spend any money on the game. And we always end up with better teams than people who spend money on the game all the time. So, just further proof that you don't actually have to. I can't wait for 26, honestly. Like, they're going to be doing, like, gauntlets and tournaments and stuff like that where you can just grind cards and packs. You get more packs for playing rivals and stuff like that as you're playing. It's going to make it quite good. And you also will need multiple teams this year. Which makes League SBCs, I'm guessing, OP. Because if you can grind out a couple of teams through League SBCs, you're going to be sorted, aren't you? Got to turn around. It'll be interesting to see how they execute it. What's wrong with you? Hey, thank you very much for the follows, boys. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Listening to what I say. Come on. Oh, Allison. Oh, I won't be adding people, mate. No, I won't be adding people. I mean, I can help you with your team, but I won't be adding folk. Yeah, you need to make signings, mate. I agree. You're looking kind of down to me. Do you have money, though, or is that not a... You got a 99 PSG from Team 5. Nice, mate. Very nice. Did you get... Was that Dewey you got? Yeah. Money isn't an issue. Do you think, hey Hazard, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Do you think you're just like waiting for all these other teams to spend the money they're spending? I think Newcastle's problem, right? Obviously, I know that you're a Forest fan, but I'm saying like with Newcastle, right? Do you not think their problem is they're aiming too high for the players? Did you manage to get a 99 from Team 5? I haven't, mate. No, I've just got Garincha, though. I've just got Garincha. I feel like Newcastle's problem at the minute is that they're aiming too high for players. Not to say that they can't attract good players, but like, if you're going after the same players that these more established clubs are going for, then it's not going to go well for you, is it? Because they're obviously going to choose those sides. No, I don't think it's. I don't. To be honest, mate, whenever I speak to Newcastle fans, right, it's not them being shocked that he wants to go there. It's the way he's going about it. Like, it's like one of your best players kicking up a fuss, going to train with his former team because he wants to move. Newcastle fans don't have an issue with Isak leaving. It's the way he's gone about it. They understand what. No, yeah, exactly. But and obviously, given how stubborn the Saudis aren't just going to go, yeah, no worries, mate, get yourself away. They also need to find replacements. So, like, say for instance, you know when you had when Morgan Gibbs White was going Tottenham. Obviously, completely different situation. They tampered, whatever. But it would be like him kicking up a fuss and going to train with Wolves while all this is going on. And Marinakis is just as stubborn as the Saudis are. And it's a lot like him going, no, we need a replacement first, and then not let them leave until, you know. Hey, thank you very much for the follow there, Toms, mate. Appreciate that. That's exactly it, right? Like, yeah, it was Spurs' fault, yeah. Because how do you, like, the thing with it though, right, is they activated his release clause, right? They activated his release clause to the T. There's no way you could know someone's release clause like that, you know. You see if they put 65 million quid in, or 63 million quid in, they probably would have gotten him. But because they sent a specific amount with set whatever, obviously they knew something. And Marinakis is far too smart to get outdone like that. Well, apparently Newcastle fans don't want Jackson. Say what you want about Newcastle fans, mate, but they're passionate. And if they don't want Jackson, Newcastle won't sign him. Apparently they made inquiries about that Samu, whatever he's called. Oh yeah, Marinakis would have forced him to sign a contract 100%. Did you see how uncomfortable he looked in that like press conference thing? You know what I think is really funny though? You know how Marinakis said he's not the owner anymore because he put it in like a shares thing. Yet he was there when he signed the new contract. Come on, mate. Keep your story going, you know? Like, if you're telling people that you're not the owner and that it's and your shares are in something, don't fucking, like, stand off camera, you know what I mean? Maintain your character, sir. Yeah. You got 99, do we? Go on, lad. There's been a few people who said that today. Yeah, but like that's a loophole though, isn't it? Because he's still the owner. I'm still waiting for Newcastle to use the Saudi ownership to fucking only Spurs could fuck up a release clause. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, mate. Because if, say for instance, right, if Spurs had got in with 65 million quid, nothing would have been asked. He'd have been allowed to go and leave. But because it was so specific and they hit it. Yeah, but I feel sorry for Palace. Like, they won access to that tournament on sport and merit. Like, and from what I understand, it was Nottingham Forest that dobbed them in. And Brighton could have done the same thing, but they didn't. Because Brighton, like, aren't like that. No, I understand, right? I understand. 99 Bale has been packed from an 89 exchange. Go on, Alex, lad. No, I did, though. If you remember, though, Bailey, I said it's really harsh. You had to do that to survive. You had to do that. But from what I understand, they wouldn't have took any action against Palace in Europe had Nottingham Forest not said anything. So it was the fact that Nottingham Forest brought it up. You know? Oh, regarding clarity. Hey, how we doing, Jay, mate? How are we? Sorry I missed the message there, mate. Because I think it's really harsh, considering... Because the cut-off point was like June or July, where you had to like... say that you had like multi-club ownership or whatever, or you had like shares in other things, but then they moved it to March. And Palace as a club, although they were in a competition and able to qualify, they probably didn't think they were going to do it. Which isn't an excuse, but it's a valid enough reason, right? And then they were trying to actively sell those shares, and he is no longer, like John Texter, I think it was, is no longer in charge. So I don't understand how, like, they earned it on sport and merit, and it's not like he has influence on anything anymore. So I can see them turning it over, but I can also see them sticking with what they're doing. So it's going to be a bit. No, I know what was it? Was it Steve Parish? Steve Parish came out and said that it wouldn't have come to light, and it wouldn't have been as big an issue as if Forrest didn't say anything, because he did an interview with Gary Lineker. Hey, Macca, how we doing, mate? You doing a watch along for the Palace? No, 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 no. Not doing any watch alongs for that, mate. Not yet. No. Oh no, you definitely want Europe. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, yeah. I understand why it's being done. You want PSAR, mate? Yes. We're not doing any share plays anything like that though at the minute. I'm just here for a good time, you know. You just got Ivan Tony. Go on, lad. Looks like you're doing quite well. Um, yeah, I mean, I understand, right, why Marinakis does what he does. People might not agree with it, but he's he's doing what he has to do to get the best for Forest, and you've got to respect it. Hey, Cody, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we? Yeah. Like, he's doing what he has to do in the best interest of Palace. People might not like it, but yeah. I think people's issue is the fact that obviously Brighton didn't do anything when they could have. You know, like he's not like, because I know a lot of owners are like, oh, I'm like are scared to like do certain things. Like, look when he banned Gary Neville. At the time, I didn't agree with it. I thought it was really soft. But thinking about it, you can't just go out and say things about people, can you? Oh, that's Thibaut Courtois. Very nice. You can't just say things about people because it sets a narrative, doesn't it? Like, where do we go wrong? Bale and now Palmer. Go on, lad. Yeah, because because like I said, when I first seen it, right, I thought it was very, very, very soft of Marinakis, right? Um, letting what Gary Neville, because I was looking at it like Gary Neville's like what 5'8", like fucking soaking wet, mate. He's just fucking an absolute weapon. But then you look at the influence that Gary Neville has and the platform Gary Neville has, it also creates a narrative, you know? And then that becomes like into someone's like belief then becomes like a matter of fact in a football community, you know? It's like, well, Gary Neville said, you know? Uh, no, exactly, yeah. And then he said that he stormed onto the field to confront his manager because he didn't get Champions League. When in fact he said he stormed on the field so he could like say something about a medical team or something. But so then also he was given false information out on live TV. It's such a big platform like Sky. I understand Marinakis, but at the time I thought he was just being soft. I still think there's an element of a little bit like not soft, but like don't let it affect you type thing. But obviously, if he's trying to protect his business, isn't he, in his football club? Yeah, nobody likes Gary Neville, mate. Do you have 96R9? I don't, mate. No, no. Oh yeah, yeah. I like. You know when I was talking about it, did you understand what I meant though? Like someone like you can't let someone like Gary Neville fucking like wind you up essentially, or you know, because my main concern with that whole thing was if anyone sees something they don't like from a pundit from somebody that could just ban them from the stadium, right? And then that then starts affecting football games that we watch on Sky and stuff. Because say for instance, if like Roy Keane gets banned by the Glazers and Micah Richards gets banned by someone, and they just start banning fucking all these people because they don't like what they've said, like it just becomes fucking stupid, doesn't it? That was my main concern. Thank you very much for the follow there, King, mate. How are we? I understand why. Wait there a minute. I thought we packed Garincha again there. Yeah, Gary Neville is a huge voice. Anyone who works for Sky or TNT or these types of platforms, mate, BCFC, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we? Any of these pundits who work on all these major TV shows, mate, have a massive voice. But if you start banning them all for saying stuff you don't like, it starts getting a bit tedious, doesn't it? Because where's the line? Yeah, no, I get that, Bailey. Yeah, I get that. It's just like where does it stop? You know what I mean? Like, do you ban everyone who says something that you don't like, or? Yeah, I think that is the problem. When he was so wide of the mark of what actually happened, he set a narrative. Yeah. Or if you're not going to delete the tweet, at least put another tweet out saying, look, like what I said earlier, obviously wasn't the truth. Apologies to Nottingham Forest, Mr. Marinakis, that type of stuff. And move on. You got Bale yesterday. Go on, lad. Love that, mate. Yeah, we've just got Garincha, so... Yeah, I saw you signed him, mate, yeah. I've since been told that he's not great, though, so... Yeah, I got the 90 at Garincha. Yeah, all he has to do, mate, is apologise, right? But it might be hard for him because he's, you know... Don't know if he's any good. He might be, mate. He might be. I don't know. Yeah, Bailey. I shit you not. I shit you not. Gary Neville's on my TV now. What the fuck? That wasn't on my to-do list. Jesus. You got a mental team? Yeah, this is an RTG, mate. This is an RTG, mate. We don't actually spend any money on this game. So... You hear? What have they done now? What have they done now, mate? Yeah, we don't spend money on this game, mate. It's all an RTG. We don't. I'll be honest with you though. I'm really excited for the next game. Really excited for it. Yeah, you're between Liverpool and Manchester. Yeah. The basically, mate, the beta is very, very, very good. What they're bringing into the game as well, in regards to like tournaments and gauntlet and stuff like that. And there's also like when you're playing rivals, they're releasing like objectives along with the when you're playing the game. Yeah, that'll be next week. That'll be next week for the 85 times 10s. So, you know when you're getting all your points on, like, rivals, you can unlock, like, packs, season pass, points, um, division rival points, all that type of stuff, so... You got rank 1 in champs, go on, lad. You know what you get it for. Yeah, it should be fun, mate. We'll be doing 85 times 10s when they come out. We love a good grind, but as of right now, mate, there's just a couple of packs to do, so... Turn my world around. Yeah, it's going to be very fun. Kamavinga, just do them all, mate. Just do all the players. Might as well. Might as well, mate. Even if you don't want them, you get tradable fucking packs back, don't you? So... You and I know that. Yeah, I mean, these picks are really bad, mate, but it's somewhere to put you 87 and 88 fodder, isn't it, really? So, not quite that bad. You're playing FC for the college. Go on, lad. That sounds sick, actually. The trainee referee. Go on, lad. Are you enjoying that, though? Yeah. Yeah, best of luck with that, though, Bailey, yeah. You just do, like, 2 and then put the 88s into the... I'll be honest, mate. I just put the 87s and 88s into the campaign picks. No, like the thing I don't understand, right, is with refereeing, right? I get human error, right? Like I get human error. The problem I have is when is with VAR when they can clearly see something's not clear and obvious, and it takes like 5 minutes. The only reason anyone from VAR should be getting like involved in any decision at all is if it's clear and obvious that it's been a foul, handball, offside. Like, if you've got to sit there, draw lines and stuff, it's not clear and obvious by nature. Like, how many times you were sat there, watch a football game and gone, yeah, that's onside. Like, what are we even doing? Oh, yeah, well, that was from last season when we had 3 penalties or something, wasn't it? And we drew 0-0. Because Wilson Isidore missed a penalty and started crying. The squad builder, basically, mate, we use all storage, and then I ran out of storage stuff, so... Hey, mate, we've all got divers. Anthony Gordon's a perfect diver, but... Sunderland's new signing. Take that, chat. We've all got divers in our team, mate. I get it, Bailey. It's just frustrating when you see how long they take to fucking make decisions. It's mental. I get you've got to like make the best decision, but by like design, clear and obvious is like it's black and white, you know. And I'd argue he deserved it, mate. I'm not a fan of Anthony Gordon. I'm really not. Yeah, Bruno's a diver, 100%. Yeah. Anyone who puts their body between the ball and the player, waits for contact and goes down is a knobhead. That shouldn't be a penalty. That shouldn't be a free kick. That should be obstruction. Because what you're doing is you're going nowhere. You've ran out of room, and you know that if you put yourself between the ball and the man, and he makes any contact, you go down to free kick. It's fucking stupid, mate. It's soft as fuck. It's soft as fuck. Yeah, I think he'll do well at Sunderland, Alex, mate. I do, and that goes for any player, not just Bruno. Sean Longstaff used to do it quite a lot. Dan Neil used to do it for us. Just follow. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Spud. Legend, mate. Right, we'll do these. Come on. And Doy, is he the fella, the Swiss fella, the winger? Oh no. Yeah, December's gonna be a good month, mate. Got Christmas and shit like that. Bologna. Oh, you got him to replace Alanga. Where did Bakayoko go? The winger from PSV. He went Leipzig for 20 million. Yeah, I think people missed out on him. You know, I do think people missed out on him. Even us, for instance. I'm not saying we could have paid that. We could have paid that. Not saying he would have gone, but we could have at least had a fucking punt. Yeah, I'm shocked a lot of teams didn't pursue that, mate. Hey, thank you very much for the lurk, mate. Appreciate that. I'm shocked a lot of teams didn't pursue that, mate. Yeah, he'll go for about 60 million quid, mate. I'll tell you who did look good, though. The fella who was playing on the left-hand side. Is he South Korean? And yeah, and Doyle will be class for you, mate, yeah. When do you think Ronaldo's going to retire? Hopefully soon, mate. I'm fucking bored of him, I'll be honest. Yeah, he looked very, like, he looked quite lively, to be honest. I watched both Newcastle games with my brother. Tyler Diblin at Southampton. Yeah, he's going to Everton. I think it'd be worth more than 45 million, mate. Tyler Diblin. Because he's English, isn't he? I seen Spurs are going after Harvey Elliott after James Maddison's tore his ACL. Any 99s? Yeah, we got Beth Mead last week, mate. Apart from that, no. We got Garincha earlier. 98 Garincha, so. No, this is what I was saying, right? You've got one of the best midfielders, like best midfields in the league. I just fear for you defensively. I don't think Nick Pope is it. I think Ramsdale's better than Pope. And I don't know how long Fabian Schär can keep doing it, you know? The last offer you made for Tyler Diblin was 45 million quid. Apparently, Southampton want a straight 50. £45 million for Harvey Elliott, I think, is a reasonable price. Yeah, probably career mode, yeah. Yeah, they got Barry, didn't they? He's like fucking 6'6" or something. Beale doesn't feel like a 5 million coin card. I mean, to be honest, mate, at this point in the game, no one's worth 5 million. He's going to be part of a lot of edits, I think. Just because of his name. Going to be a lot of Sunderland ones, yeah. $50 player picks, best of luck, mate. 8 follows off 2k. Honestly, Bailey, right? Your best bet is just to keep posting like edits and stuff, mate. Thank you very much for the follow there, mate. Appreciate it. You know what you should do though? Post edits of players that have just been signed to a team. Whether you like the player or the team or not. Oh wow, fair enough, yeah. Murillo. Ba, 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 ba. Would you not have like a separate account for that though? No, I agree. Edits only get you so far, but would it not be an idea to have the edit of the player, right, and then transition halfway through to like a gameplay type thing, just to try and get people onto the gaming side of things, and then slowly use less actual film of the player and use more gameplay, and then fully go to gameplay. So it's like a gradual thing rather than just like. Because if people are following you for edits, and then you start like posting gameplay, or like packs or whatever, I don't know if that would affect like your numbers and that. Hey Liverpool fan, how we doing, mate? Oh, Neymar. Good, thanks. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Hey, thank you very much for the follow there, Footy, mate. How are we? You know what does do really well, Bailey? TikTok lives. They do really well. Yeah. Any 99s? Yeah, we got Beth Mead last week, mate. We haven't got any 99 footies yet. We got 98 Garincha earlier. Yeah, you've got nothing but time though, Bailey. That's the thing you have on your side. You got nothing but time, mate. Bradley Barkler. Chris, how we doing, mate? How are we, sir? How is the stream, mate? How is the stream? How is your stream? How are we doing, boys and girls? How are we? Welcome in, welcome in. If you're not already following Chris, can anyone do a shout out for me for Chris or no? I've been in a lot of Chris's streams recently. We're just waiting for FC26, really. How was your stream, mate? How was your stream? Thank you very much for that shout out there, mate. If you're not already following Chris, make sure you drop the man a follow. Welcome in, boys and girls. How are we? Stream was fantastic. Got a raid and run. No worries, mate. Have a good rest of the day, mate. Enjoy, mate. Enjoy. Have a good day. Hopefully you're well, mate. Hopefully everything's fine. You got a footies. Go on, lad. Go on, Spud. Want somebody to love. You know what I like about Meld? This streaming platform that I'm on right now, right? It doesn't actually show you how many viewers you have. Anywhere. So there's no numbers watching. You know, like sometimes when you're live, you can see how many people are in your stream. I can't see a thing. So there's none of this numbers watching type thing. Want somebody to love. The only one I can see is TikTok, and that's it. I think we've had about 30 followers on TikTok today. And we've only been live roughly about 2 hours, give or take the technical issue. We get Mbappe. 2 seconds, boys. Hello. There we are. Yeah, we got Mbappe. We've got at least a clip for TikTok tonight. We got Garincha, so that'll be going up a bit later on. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll back out and do player picks. Hello, SK. How are we, sir? How are we, sir? All good? Good, man. I'm just on the good old web app chat. I'm just building some player picks, alright? SK's been here a few days, lads. SK is a supporter of the stream, whether that be lurking or no. We had a Jonesy sighting yesterday. Which is always fun. Mod abuse. I can't see a thing, mate. I didn't see anything. In this new system I'm using, mate, I can't see a fucking thing, by the way. I don't have activity feed or nothing. You got Cruyff dupe. Oh, no. Yeah, long day that, mate. Long day that. Got called a tramp in a warning. Yeah, hold. If you get warned by a mod, mate, you've got to take it up with that mod, alright? I don't want to try and take the power away from the mods. Obviously, if someone gets unfairly banned, then they're going to get unbanned, but... Yeah, fair enough, mate, yeah. Yeah, if you're going to quote the man, at least... How have Portsmouth started the season? Have they started well, or...? Kingsley Coleman is off to Al Nassr for 25 million euro. Yeah. One 0 win. Go on. Normally I don't cheer for Portsmouth because I've had like my previous like, you know, but I'm starting to warm to them a little bit. They're a so rare team. Do you think they'll do well this season? Because I've got them finishing like between like 8th and 12th. They could have a really good season, but then again they could just have a stinker. Yeah, it's just with like the whole drag of Europe and stuff like that. 7th, fair enough. That's the highest I've seen anyone say. I said between like 8th and 12th just because of Europe. And they haven't made any signings really, so. Yeah, Bailey is. Bailey's a Forest fan. There's a couple more people in this chat who are Forest fans, but I don't think they're here right now, so. Yeah, thank you very much for the follow there, mate. How are we? How are we? Or you can give your honest opinion on a club, mate. If you don't like Forest, you can say, you know, like. The owner, yeah. To be honest, mate, I think that's an easy one at this point. Yeah, we were just on about him. They've replaced Elanga perfectly with Ndoye. It's more so the amount of signings there. Like Bailey said earlier, they need like 5 more players or something. What team do you support then? I have like 100 million quid. I mean, £100 million will get you a lot if you like sign players properly. Like look at Brighton. Brighton buy players for like 10, 15 million quid, and they sell them for like 80, 90 million. There's Belieber supposed to be off to Man United. Broke Man United, by the way. We've got no money left, crawling around the streets like begging, but they're pulling out 300 million for like 4 players. Yeah. Can you remember Baron Corbin when he was like the homeless guy? Yeah. It that's the only thing I have an issue with. Like obviously you can cut back on your staff if you want to. You've wiped Baron Corbin off your mind. I was scrolling through TikTok and then one of his TikToks of him cooking in his kitchen came up. I was like, oh, fair enough, yeah. I don't have an issue with City fans who were City fans like for their life. But these ones who come in and like, oh yeah, we're massive. Making smash burgers, yeah. Yeah, Baron Corbin's good, man. Former NFL player for the Kansas City Chiefs. No, it's fine, mate, yeah. There's a lot of people who have been. I went to school, right? Bearing in mind, this was like, what, 2001? 2001. And one of the lads in the school at the time had a Manchester City kit. It was the black and red stripes away kit. Yeah, that's fair enough. SK, stop being a knob. um, nah, like yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah, if you like I say, um, I can't say what's happening in the chat. Like I'll show you what I can see. Right, this is what I see. So see here, right? This is the last I see. I can't see any mod stuff. If anything's happened here, I can't see if anything's happened here. So I don't have an activity feed or nothing. So I don't know if people have been like timed out or warned or. But yeah, I don't see anything. That'd be something I'd enjoy to get from Meld actually. Yeah, I can't see a thing, mate. So the only way I know that something's happened is if you say something and you go quiet. That's the only way I know something's happened. But what I will say though, chat, is if you are watching on Twitch and you don't like the adverts, Kick doesn't have any adverts. Feel free to watch over on there. YouTube doesn't have any adverts. It also doesn't have any music, so TikTok has no ads, yeah. SK is over on Kick as well. Wow, fair enough. Hey, thank you very much, Spud, mate. Have a good day, lad. Have a good day. Yeah, I would say Kick's very good, right? The only thing I need to do is set up channel points on Kick, do the sub badges and stuff, and it's really not that different. It's really not that different. I think people like Twitch because it's familiar. Like, say for instance, if you don't want to sub or you don't want to, like, you just want to watch streamers, if you watch on Kickmate, you get no ads. No, yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah. But honestly, right, like I said, Kick, cheers for the lurk, mate. Kick isn't as bad as people make it out to be. Um, but it's all down to personal preference, and I'm not going to tell anyone to go and watch on Kick. The option is there if you want to watch on there, though. But I understand why people do like Twitch because it's familiar. They understand it. They know what it's about. So, what I will say though is you can get banned quite easily on Twitch for the most like soft thing. Like how I'd describe it is, um, I would say that Twitch is kind of like PlayStation Network. It's very easy to get banned on there. Very easy. Oh, Warra. For those who are watching, I don't know if you've seen, but EA released a 95 plus player pick this morning at like 6 a.m. You can do 3 of them. Um, we got 98 Garincha out of ours. I mean, to be honest, Bailey, right? As far as I'm aware, and obviously I'm not in the courtroom, so I don't know that much about it, right? Um, no bother, mate. No worries, Dex, mate. Basically, Vince McMahon was trying to tell the lassie who the whole court case is about, was trying to tell the lassie that she has to sleep with Brock Lesnar to cozy up a deal. But Brock didn't know anything about it. So Brock was named 47 times. Um, and all the stuff, all the stuff he was like, all the times he's been brought up, um, it, it was basically like he was named but never did anything like, as far as I'm aware, didn't do anything fucking wild. But the fact that he's been named in a court case, people just automatically want him fucking cancelled. You know? But obviously you got to be very careful on the internet what you say, because then people will fucking put you down as like a sympathizer, you know? Yeah, there's some people who are like who are refusing to watch WWE because he's in there now, like, you know. Hey Charlie, how we doing, mate? Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Yeah, I thought I would be correct, SK mate. I thought that's what you were going to be doing anyway. I just thought that was the plan. Sell the codes and go into so rare because obviously it's an investment in it. So yeah, so basically, mate, Brock Lesnar got named in a lawsuit where Vince McMahon allegedly assaulted a woman and all that type of stuff, right? Traffic and all that type of stuff. Brock Lesnar was in text messages, but never did, like, never has done anything wrong so far. He was basically being used in a contract negotiation that he knew nothing about. So I don't understand. There's a lot of Brock's message. No. Oh, I didn't see that, SQ. Yeah, I might have missed the stage here. But so is it more like, is Brock Lesnar's thing more like of him doing something immoral, not illegal? Right, so what he did was immoral, not illegal. Right. Because, I mean, he is married and stuff, right? He does have a wife. Right. Fair enough then. Yeah, that changes it a bit though, yeah. I didn't know about that part. Fair enough then, I'm wrong. Hey, I'm here. How are you doing, mate? Yeah, yeah. So basically, from what SK is seeing there, um, he was involved to a level, but he wasn't like, he didn't do anything illegal. He's not like trafficking. He's not doing anything like that. It was just what he said is a bit immoral, you know. I mean, it's not as if it's a secret about fucking Vince, right? It's not like it's a secret. Not justifying what Vince has done, but when Vince was arrested, no one was like, "Oh my god, this came out of nowhere," you know. It's kind of like it took you this long, yeah. You know what the internet's like nowadays, though, mate. You know what the internet's like these days, man. Yeah, I saw Mings and Greenwood. Yeah, Tyrant's fucking massive, mate. He's what, 6'5" or something. I was hoping he was gonna like suplex him or something, just pick him up and fucking fling him. Yeah, fair's barely me neither, mate. Me neither. That's no good for me. So it was more like weird and immoral more than illegal. Doesn't look great, but like, yeah. But like I said, you know what people are like on the internet. If they can fucking force a narrative or they can make someone feel a certain way just so they look right or they look righteous or you know what people are like, man. Like people going around going, "Oh, we should cancel this person, cancel that person." Like they've never said anything fucking untoward. You know what I mean? Like they've never fucking, like they've never done or said anything that would get them into trouble. It's fucking mental, mate. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of stories about Randy Orton. There was one about him shitting in Stacey Keebler's bag. Like, there's a lot of things that people have done, man. Like, and everyone's going on this like moral high horse thing. Like, is what it is, though, isn't it? Like, OYTT. Thank you very much for the follow there, mate. How are we? And listen. Yeah, the match next week. Go on, lad. Nah, I won't be there, mate. I'm more of an armchair supporter these days, mate. I'll be in the house watching it. Can't be arsed with all that shit, mate. I'm more of an armchair supporter these days in my old age. Northeast corner. Go on, lad. Gets loud over there. With the Swedish House Mafia. I just can't wait for fans to see how loud the Stadium of Light actually is. We travel well as well, so... Anyone see Kai Havertz's finish yesterday? Yeah, very good support home and away. Yeah, we do, mate, yeah. You haven't really watched anything other than Forest. I've been watching a lot of highlights. I've been watching a lot of Man United to see how Amarim's got them playing. Watching a lot of Arsenal to see how they play. It's just the highlights on YouTube, obviously, like 10 minutes from the game. But yeah, Havertz looks a lot more like built this season. Looks like he's worked on his strength off season. And the goal he scored, he was running like left hand side of the box, and he was getting pushed off balance. And as he was falling, he managed to fucking smash it past the keeper, lower in the bottom corner. Really good finish. Really good finish. It's going to be interesting, the battle between Gyökeres and Havertz this season. I think they'll use Havertz a lot more in midfield in the bigger games. Yeah, he's more of a support, isn't he? But I'll tell you what, the cross from Zubamendi and the header from Gyökeres was very good. If they can do that this season, then that's going to be a really good partnership. That. Because people were saying that he doesn't really score a lot with his head and he's not very good aerially. Could have fooled me, mate. Excellent finish. I think I gulagged a couple of players I didn't want to, actually. Earlier when I wasn't paying any attention. Fuck. Yeah, I think we've had like 30 followers on a TikTok today, which is pretty good. I think we're nearly 6,500 now. I'm assuming when the new game comes out, there's going to be a lot of hype. I just need to keep fucking keep like going live and posting TikToks. Really, I really posted for about 2 weeks, maybe longer. Just haven't had anything really to shout about, you know. You know, I'm just gonna send that Neymar in. Base in the place, London. Can you open them? I will be, mate, yeah. Had to build them first. Hey, how we doing, mate? How we doing? Welcome to TikTok. How are we? We're nearly at 2.9 million. We've got 1 million coins in about 5 days, if that. Yeah, thank you very much for the likes on the live there, mate. I appreciate it. How are we doing? Come on. Ba 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 ba. Come on, something nice, please. Oh, Diego Forlan, man. Mm, 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 99s are impossible. It feels that way, mate, yeah. It feels that way. I've seen a few people, like, saying that they've got a fair few. I can't say I've felt that, like, but... Come on. Centre back. Ugh. Yeah, I think it's just the look of the draw, to be honest, mate. They're not impossible, but they're just easier for other people to pack, which is a bit frustrating, but it is what it is, isn't it, really? Taking up a lot, SK. Do you think that was the reason why you were getting lagged, you know, when you were playing FIFA on stream? Could that have been it, or... Yeah, it's August, yeah. I'm just doing this for content, I'll be honest, mate. If we pack something, we pack something. If we don't, we don't. I'm not going to force it, you know. Because I remember before when you were playing off-stream, you said it was a lot easier to play off-stream than on-stream. I'm using Meld at the minute. I don't know if you've seen anything about it, SK. It's different from OBS. It takes up a lot less resources when you're streaming, because it's like integrated and built in. You do a driver update. Oh wow. Rijkaard, Pele, Stiller. 90%? What the fuck? Yeah, that's mad. So what was it actually like? What was it doing? Was it just like an app running in the background, or... So what was its actual use? Just the lights? Yeah, you don't need that, man, like... The only thing I use, like running in the background, is NZXT, and that's for the and that's just for the I've got an AIO, and so I get a screen with it, and it just tells me like the temperatures of the CPU and GPU. I've got that open all the time, but that's just I minimize it and leave it, and it stays in like the tray at the bottom. Yeah, I'm never overclocking or underclocking or anything like that, mate. Fuck that. Not for me, that. It's not that deep for me. Having to overclock and underclock to get an extra like 20 frames or something. I'm alright, thanks. Yeah, but I don't know if you want to give this a go, SK. It's basically a streaming software. Um, so, obviously, ignore TikTok chat. But, like, you get your audio tracks, you got your scenes, you've got your layers, you've got your... Yeah. Yeah, so basically, mate, this is built by streamers, for streamers. Yeah, he's the bane of my life, mate. But it's got a built-in vertical thing, right? Built-in vertical. Um, if I click on this, my chat goes away. But look, you just log into these. You got a virtual cam there, which you then obviously just put onto the TikTok app. Um, you got your go offline. You got your recording your clip, and that's all you need really. It's very, very, very simple. Very simple. And it got the integrated chats already. Right, wait there. So I've never clicked on a link before, so if I click on this link... Wait there. Wow, fair enough, yeah. Mate, he goes past every single time I'm live. Every single time. It's almost as if he knows. Like, he follows me. And as soon as I go live, he's like, right, we'll do a little quick ones. Thank you very much for the follow there, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I'll be honest with you, mate. I've had no issues at all. We did like the stream did crash earlier, but I think that's more of a I don't know what that was at all. But it had nothing to do with Mel, I don't think. So there's also a button in the top left hand corner where you can just transfer over everything from OBS straight to Meld. Thank you very much for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. How are we? So you don't even have to like reset everything up. It's just all there for you. Harry Kane. Start to love. Kenny Lala again. And I'm dreaming right where I belong. Schmeichel again. How are we doing, Almeida, mate? How are we? I'm dreaming. Whisper you love me, say you love her. Hope you're having a blessed day. I am, mate, yeah. What about yourself? What about yourself? What did you have for dinner? I haven't had dinner yet, mate. I haven't had dinner yet. I'll be eating after the stream, though. Am I a dreamer? Nah, no, not a clue. Not a clue, mate. And I'm dreaming right where I belong. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know how many more runs of these I can actually do, you know. I'll be honest. Today, anyway. We've been live for about 2.5 hours. Give or take with the technical issue, but... I don't know how many more times I can do this. Like... like recycling and stuff. I'll tell you what, we're probably going to end it there before I get fully bored. But yeah, I had a fucking brilliant day. Obviously, apart from the technical issue, we've had a great day today. I think that's more to do with the TikTok app than it is anything else. Because as soon as I go live on the TikTok app, something, I don't know what it is, but yeah. Right, lads, have a good one. I will catch you tomorrow, TikTok. All right. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye now. As soon as, right, I've ended that stream, right? As soon as I've ended that stream, my temperatures have gone down by like 10 to 15 degrees, right? Right, there you go. TikTok problem. So when I'm streaming on Meld right now, it's on about like 49 to 52 to 53 degrees. 52 degrees average, 51, right? When I've got the TikTok app open and I'm streaming on TikTok as well, it's like 67 to 69, which isn't an issue for Meld, it's an issue for TikTok, obviously. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know. I might have to sort that out. Hey Luke, how we doing, mate? Thank you very much for the follow, lad. How are we, sir? How are we? How are we? But yeah, that's probably going to be something that I sort out off stream, obviously, because I can't do it on stream. But I'm going to end the stream there, lads. I will be. How are you doing? Yeah, mate, I'm fantastic. Thanks. You caught us at a bad time there, really, mate. We're just about to finish the stream. But yeah, I'm going to go make food. Then I'm going to sit down, edit, and then I'm going to watch the Community Shield. And I'll be back tomorrow with whatever they drop tonight. But yeah, thank you very much for today, boys. I'll catch you boys tomorrow. We need to raid someone. So, who are we raiding? Armalika again. Armalika again. Armalika again. Ole, ole. Electricity, something's all over me. Right, lads. I'll catch you boys tomorrow. Make sure you drop Armalika a follow. The lad is an absolute shagger. I'll catch you boys tomorrow, alright? Thank you very much for today. Bye-bye now.